On the power, it's got the power on tap, enormous amount of power. But if you just want to cruise, coast along, well, it's very happy doing that too. Somebody in one of my comments told me that I'm already converted to the BMW. 24th Main has turned out to be the narrowest street that one can find in HSR. You could go all the way from 25, 30 in 3rd to even 60. So when you're riding in the city, you don't really need to... When you ride fast, it's the momentum that takes you, and that sometimes also gets the better of you. But when you're riding slow is when you are in complete control. Hi folks, welcome to another motovlog. This is going to be a short city ride on the BMW 1250 GS. The roads are a little deserted today because today is the day when our PM Modi ji visits Bengaluru. So there are parts of the city where roads are blocked, I'm told, and I guess that also has a bearing on traffic in the rest of the city. So it looks very, very quiet for this time of the morning, about 9:30 in the morning. First things first though, I gotta get the PUC done on this motorcycle, so that's where I'm off to. I think I spoke too soon about the traffic being light. Today is one of those days where I stepped out for a ride, but I don't know where I'm riding. So today is a Saturday, but I'm not able to ride tomorrow like I usually do. So I thought I'd at least take out one of the motorcycles. So now that I have this and the Fat Boy parked in my garage, I need to alternate. And I did a city ride on the Fat Boy last. I hope you caught that vlog, because that took me back to memories from when I first came to Bengaluru 28 years ago. Nearly 28 years ago. So some very special memories in there. I hope you caught that vlog. I think I'll just ride in the direction of Sarjapur Road. Okay, now these guys have to go right, but they will still turn, park extreme left. Always keep saying this, the problem is not our roads or lack of infrastructure and all of that. Sure, that it may have its challenges, but what makes it worse is our attitude on the road. Anyways, that's St. John's Ground on the right hand side here in Koramangala. This brake bites rather hard, so I need to get used to that. So on the Fat Boy, I know that when I brake, I know the time lag, I know the lag. When I say lag, I'm not talking about lag of a few seconds, but you know that it will bite in a certain manner, it will hold in a certain manner, whereas here it quite literally bites right away. That's very convenient to see the tire pressure 33 and 40 as you're riding. What's nice about this motorcycle is that it doesn't ask you to change gears in a hurry, which is quite similar to the Fat Boy, and it's very linear. So right now, for example, I'm at 40 kilometers per hour and I'm in 3rd gear. and it's quite easy. There's some motorcycles, so I rode my friend Sri Aiton's Tiger for a bit. In fact, he gave it to me for a week and I rode it. I have all the footage, but I haven't turned them into vlogs yet, and it's been a while now since I shot those. So on the Tiger, it constantly wants you to upshift. The engine is revving that high, whereas here the engine is revving right now at about 2000 rpm. So in this manner, it's quite similar to how the Fat Boy engine behaves. There's no knocking, none of that at all. In fact, that motorcycle is quite calm, quite sedate. The only thing I need to get used to is this braking. The braking is really hard. It almost takes me by surprise. And also because it's got that technology where when you engage the front brake, it also engages the rear, and also the front tire doesn't dive down. So there is absolutely no momentum going down, so which gives you a bit of cushioning. Of course, this is from a safety perspective, it's much safer, especially when you're taking breaks around turns and things like that. But for me, since I'm so used to the Fat Boy braking, where you brake, and you know how it's going to hold, and you know the front tire is going to dip, whereas here there's none of that. You brake and it just stops right there. The pickup on this is terrific. It sounds like a car. I keep saying that. It sounds like a car, right? If you had a BMW and or a car like that, and you open the hood and you rev the engine, that's what it'll sound like. Morning tiffin tindi. Effortlessly just coasting along in second gear, not even begging me to change gears, which is nice. So that's why I think this also makes for a very easy riding sort of a motorcycle. If you want the power, it's got the power on tap, enormous amount of power. But if you just want to coast along, well, it's very happy doing that too. So I'm on third gear, I'm at about 1800 rpm right now, but it's quite chill. This is how I like my motorcycles to be. I want my motorcycles to let me be. I don't want my motorcycles to ride me. I want to ride the motorcycle. You know what I mean? So when I was riding the Tiger, I felt the other way around. I felt that the engine was begging to take it higher. So although I wanted to cruise, but you had to constantly keep changing the gears, constantly keep upshifting, and then, riding in the city, you come across something, then you downshift, then again upshift. So it's like a constant thing that's happening. So it's a great motorcycle, mind you, but I think in cities or in situations where you need to ride slow, it can be a pain. And the other thing out here is the engine, right? The placement of the engine down there and in front is such that you don't feel any of the heat on your legs at all. And in that aspect, this scores even over the Fat Boy. It does over the Tiger for sure, because the Tiger engine is right where your thigh, your knee is, and so it gets very, very hot. The Fat Boy is better than the Tiger because when you're cruising, it's fine, even if you're at 10 kilometers per hour. Oh dear, I've got a bit of a traffic snarl up there. I think I should just turn right. I don't think I should go in that direction at all. It's too much of a traffic build-up further up, and I guess because of this construction that's happening with the metro, so I think I'll just ride by default into HSR layout. Look at this now. I'm at 39 kilometers per hour. I'm in third gear. It's going effortlessly. I can even downshift now if I want to. But it's Quite happy being in third gear at 1800 RPM. Very versatile, I must say. This has turned out to be an unexpected neighborhood ride here in HSR layout. Oh, I didn't see that speed breaker. No markings, no markings. I don't know the mains and crosses of HSR. Where am I? Okay, I think that's 23rd cross, so I don't know what main I am on. 24th cross and some main. Somebody in one of my comments told me that I'm already converted to the BMW. Well, I must say this is a motorcycle that's very easy to get converted to. At least based on the 3 outings or 4 outings that I've had on this motorcycle up until now. Purva Fairmont on my left, so you guys know where I am. HSR layout sector 2. 24th main, that's where I am, 24th main. I'm really impressed with its slow riding abilities as well. Oh wow, look at that banyan tree. I don't know if you saw that in that park. HSR Donne Biryani Mane. 24th main has turned out to be the narrowest street that one can find in HSR. I think I have a good idea of where we are. Yes, we are back on Ring Road. There's a temple on my right, which is, or on my left. I think this ride has turned out to be a ride on slow riding the BMW 1250 GS. Like I said, today it was not about I didn't know where I was going. I just knew that I wanted to pick a direction and ride out somewhere. And this is where we have reached. Does this go out? Yes, it does. And I think the other thing is that you don't need to change gears often. So let's say you could go all the way from 25-30 in third to even 60. So when you're riding in the city, you don't really need to be working the gears constantly. Brilliant. Two extreme opposite culinary traditions. A biryani that goes back to 1957 in Dindigul, and McDonald's. Lovely part of HSR. I think this is what HSR used to be like perhaps earlier, before all the big buildings and the offices came up. Has a bit of a Jayanagar vibe, a bit of a Koromangla vibe actually. I think Jayanagar is in a league of its own. In Bengaluru, nobody likes to stop and give way, so you find your own way. Okay, I think I take a U-turn here. Whenever you're taking a U-turn, don't look at the ground. Look in the direction of where you want to go. Dosa chicken curry. Idli Guru, I saw one in Koromangla too. And speaking of idlis, further up is another place that people in and around this area like to get their tiffin at. And because today is a Saturday, I'm sure it's going to be phenomenally packed. Arogya Ahara. I've so wanted to stop somewhere, get a coffee, but just stopping, getting my gear off and all of that seems like a bit of a chore in this weather. So that's the famous Agrara Lake Park on the right hand side. This is where all of HSR comes to walk. I'm really impressed with its slow riding abilities today. I think that's what this vlog was all about. It was all about testing the relaxed, easy, slow riding capabilities of the BMW 1250 GS, and I think it has done so well in that. To me, skill is not about riding fast, it's about riding slow. When you ride fast, it's the momentum that takes you, and that sometimes also gets the better of you. But when you're riding slow is when you are in complete control, like this ride has been. Completely enjoyed it. Well, we've entered Koromangla now, and I think it's also time to probably close the vlog here. I hope you enjoyed the ride with me. I just set out wanting to ride, and it turned out to be a slow, easy sort of a ride. So that's it for this one, folks. If you found it interesting in whatsoever manner, do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel already, do subscribe. It really helps us in the work that we do, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.